All right, welcome back, y'all. So in this video, I'm just gonna do a quick rundown when you open FL Studio for the first time. So typically when you open FL Studio for the first time, I believe it's a project that is loaded. But what you wanna do, so after that project is loaded, you will be able to change your default template. So when starting a new template, we have a few here like advanced, minimum, other, performance, utility. Usually the one that FL Studio defaults to is this basic with limiter. So let's go ahead and open that up. And what this one is just a basic kick drum, clap, hat, snare, and then that limiter. So that limiter is on your mixer. So this mixer is where you're going to be doing all your sound leveling, balancing all the audio to where you are. Well, it's essentially this is where you're going to be mixing your songs to get all the sound balances, all the sounds balanced. So they throw this limiter here on the master, and I believe, yeah, it's at 0 dB. So what that is doing is blocking all audio signals from going above 0 dB. That's one thing. So in another video, I'll show you my template that I use, but you can change your default template here, and you just go down here to default template, and you just pick the template you want to use every single time. So a few other things that I would do on this first initial setup is go to your general settings, and I believe it's under files, and this autosave, you want to put this on every 5 minutes. Because FL Studio has this tendency of crashing on you whenever you, like, just randomly. So you want to do that immediately. And then in this file section, if you currently have any loops or other drum kits you've downloaded, you can come down here into your file and then folders, and then you would map that to wherever you have your drum kits and loops. So on initial setup, I believe that, and then MIDI. So if you have a MIDI keyboard, you can hook up your MIDI controller, which is connected through USB to your computer, and then you'll be able to control it from your keyboard. So you go to this MIDI setting, and this is my controller, and believe it or not, they have a controller type. So this controller type, it actually connects to all of my buttons on my keyboard. So I'll throw a picture up so you can see my keyboard, and it auto connects to all of those, which is really cool. And if you don't have a MIDI keyboard, you could look at this controller type and look at some of these keyboards and research them if you plan on eventually getting one. But it's not necessary to have a MIDI keyboard when you start off, because you are able to use your keyboard as your MIDI controller. I think that would be the gist of the initial setup. just go through some of these templates, see which one fits the style that you want to start off with, and then change it to make it default. And I will be releasing what I use later on in the series. So yeah, so that's what I would do on the initial setup. Yeah, so if you have any questions, concerns, please drop them below, and I'll see you in the next one.